Hi, good morning, Con here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're visiting me for the first time, welcome. My name is Con Vicissitude and I am an Australian teacher here in the land down under. I make teachery related videos each week, and this week I'm talking to you about my March planner. If that interests you, please keep watching and consider subscribing to my teachery channel. That would be so amazing. Let's get straight into it. First of all, I have to cross-check my main calendar, which is in the front part of my diary, and my personal calendar or planner, so that I don't have an overlap of dates, so I can ensure that I don't double book myself. So we're going to flick over to March. Here we go. So I've got my nat days, I've got my meeting days, I've got my gel pens, which I love to write with. They're so easy, and then I can colour coordinate my dates in my personal planner. March is actually a really interesting month for us. We've got 3 nat days. That's our non-attendance days, where we can use time off class to do some professional development. But we've also got our annual workshop, which is going to be held at Cessnock Correctional Centre, which will be really, really fun. We'll get to see how another jail operates, its layout, and where it delivers its training sessions. But anyway, let's just finish putting some stickers in and getting our meeting dates. Okay, I'm quickly going to write in the activities that I know that I've got planned for the next 5 weeks. There's 5 weeks in March, can you believe it? And I'll just pop in the class times down the side. I like using different coloured gel pens because they just keep my pages interesting and fun. Alrighty, now we're talking. Here is my daily planner, where I will pink out the nat days for this month, and I'm just popping in, this is week 3, just popping in the workshop, blocking out the workshop days. And we will actually travel down on the Tuesday the 23rd of March. We're having a half day in the ILC, so the guys will finish at 11:30, and then we've been granted travelling time to get from Kempsey down to Cessnock, which is why I'm just writing in half day. So I will always start off my mornings with some numeracy and literacy activities to just warm my guys' brains up. So a lot of them have had learning difficulties in the past and will either have a challenge or an issue with maths or English. So I usually start the day with either a word search and times tables, drills, activities. And that just warms their brains up and gets them prepared for the day. It's also a really good way of establishing my routine and classroom expectations for my overall teaching strategy. So I'm just writing the times for my how I've blocked out my teaching periods, if you will, just down the left there. And I like doing that each week because sometimes these periods of time won't be the same. However, you can see that I'm just putting in the chapel block, which is always from around 10 to 11 on a Monday, and one of the other teachers and myself take turns each week supervising our ILC guys in the chapel. Usually on a Tuesday afternoon we will have sport or PE over in the Oval, where the guys have unstructured time to play footy, touch, or just have a go on the gymnasium equipment there. But on this particular week there won't be any sport, so we'll have to try and make that up at some point in week 4. After chapel each week, I'm trying to actually introduce a writing reflection task so that the guys actually can see that there is a link between attending chapel, where they get to actually read different Bible verses, those that are confident about their reading and speaking abilities. And then we've got the wellness or well-being topic, unit of work that will be into our second week by the time this happens. So we've got a couple of workbooks that we will work through, and there are a couple of PowerPoint presentations available on Twinkle that I'll be using to just fast track and revise on the different topics within this unit of work. So that'll be really fun. I've got all of March now written up, but at the top of each of these sheets I have written what times table we are focusing on for the week, and also what skill. I think this one is reading skill. So I will have reading activities and read aloud activities for my guys to do throughout the day that will strengthen their confidence and their reading ability. So that's kind of a fun way that I incorporate a little bit of literacy into my lesson planning. I'll just double check that I've got something for each day of this month. It's all looking good. I've got my topics here. I've got the standard things that happen each week: chapel, sport, my numeracy, literacy activities. Let's see. I do have to have a fairly flexible delivery perspective, because our days can get thrown out when there is a lock-in or when there is a centre-wide activity that we need to attend to. So my delivery structure needs to have that inbuilt, because at any time could change it. But I'm pretty happy with my planning for this month. I'm happy with the times table reminder at the top of my page and the skill reminder as well. That always helps to keep me focused. Pretty happy with this. Yes, I am. Thanks so much for watching my video this week. I hope to see you next week for another teacher related video. Once again, please consider subscribing to my channel. That would really help me. And also take care. Con out.